Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Improv for Gamers. I'm Karen 12s. We're going to do some exercises from Improv for Gamers 2nd edition with the cast of Total Party Chill. Hello, chillers. Hello.
Ruff, ruff.
And Emmett.
Emmett.
Bro.
So we are going to make a complete cast of characters. Yeah. So we are going to pick a genre, just so we kind of all have a feeling of the vibe of where these characters are. And we are each going to introduce ourselves as a character. And there's going to be a couple of things that we're going to do. Is one, we're going to introduce our character and give them a name. We're going to, give a fact about them that ties them into the world. Why are they there? And we're going to establish a relationship with another person. And the relationship is not just they're my brother, but it is how does this person make you feel? What is the emotion relationship between the two of you? And that's going to be a little bit stronger than just how you know each other. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So, and this is a game like most of the improv games that I love and many that are in my book, Improv for Gamers 2nd edition.
Woohoo! With spot cloth.
It involves saying something at the same time at the end and a coordinated hand gesture.
Ooh.
So we'll walk through it first and I'll give you the hand gesture at the end. It's very exciting. This is called Classic Cast because we will say that at the end. So thinking about making an ensemble cast, there are lots of common places where they might be. So more than just a genre, we're going to think about a setting. So a space station or a community college study room or an emergency room. Like, you see where I'm going with this. So what is a place in any type of genre? It doesn't have to be a real world one. Where is this taking place? Where are our characters?
A castle in the capital city.
A castle in the capital city.
Nice.
I like that. There's a lot to go with on that. Okay, so I will start. I'm going to give myself the easy job of going first because I don't have to make a relationship. So I'm just going to introduce my character. I am going to say kind of what is their place in this setting, in the castle in the capital city. And one more thing, I'm going to give my worldview. Like, what is my deal? What is my point of view? What is something I believe in very strongly? And that's going to give me something of what's my character's motivation? It's going to give me a little bit of like, what is their deal? So I will say, my name is Sylvia. I am a lady in waiting at the castle. I believe that everybody gets what's coming to them.
Ooh. Savage.
Sylvia. Yeah.
Sylvia.
I know. What's
Also,
wrong?
she took a turn.
I know. So now somebody else can introduce themselves with their character's name. Tie yourself to the setting. What is your worldview? And what is your feeling about Sylvia, about my character?
My character's name is Angela, and she is a hag disguised as a cook
Love it.
Nice.
in the kitchens of the castle.
Yeah.
And she has been wronged by the princess,
Okay.
and she thinks Sylvia will be easily manipulated to help her.
Cool. What's something she believes in? What's her worldview?
She believes in, what is it, like might makes right?
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And she sees Sylvia as someone easily manipulated.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. What's
Great.
her name again?
Angela.
Angela.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know. I'm the same way. Already
Yes.
gone. Okay,
yeah.
cool. So the next person comes in. It doesn't have to be a perfect chain. So you can link yourself to any of the characters that are there.
Oh, cool.
And that gives us just a little bit more of a dynamic web.
Okay. I think my character is Sean.
Mm-hmm.
He's a messenger between the castle and the capital city. I think he believes that the truth will set you free. And I think his connection is that he likes going to the castle because he has a small crush on Angela.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am playing Newt. Angela is very small familiar that is sent to go on various missions. A little goblin-y character. Newt believes that if you just keep trying, one day it'll work. And his view is he feels that he's afraid that once Angela's disguise is revealed, Sean will no longer love her, and it wants Sean to keep at it.
Sean is
that's a
short
good
for
one.
Jonathan.
My character's name is Tiffany. I am the princess.
Solid.
And I just think everything everything happens for a reason and it always works out in the end. Everything's
it.
turning up daisies with the expressions. Is that
Everything's
turning up roses? Rosy cheeks with your glasses on? What is it?
I am.
Oh wait, I'm
Wait,
gonna
wait.
pause. What is a like emotional connection you have to someone?
And then my emotional connection to Sylvia is I'm very jealous of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Radiant way.
The drama.
I love
Solid.
I am King Brinson. I think my worldview is once you've paid your dues, you shouldn't have to do shit anymore. And
Paid your
I
dues.
did my thing, and now it's her job to do things, and she seems to not take it seriously, and that really irritates me. And I think that the messenger boy, Jonathan, is kind of an idiot.
Oh.
All right.
Two connections.
I'm Queen Rhonda. My name is Queen Rhonda.
Ooh.
And I believe that I am destined to rule.
Ooh.
My relationship is actually with the cook.
Oh.
I hired you because I think that you've got some additional skills you haven't revealed. And you know what I'm gunning for.
Amazing. Mommy! What? So now that everyone's established, we are all going to do our best jazz hands and say classic cast at the same time. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Classic cast!
That was good. I'm down for this Game of Thrones
So-
adjacent
Yeah.
situation.
3-minute session 0, right?
I was like, episode 1 now?
Yeah. Like, can we just start rolling some
Campaign.
dice?
Let's do it. Yeah.
That was filled with intrigue.
Yeah.
Love
I'd watch
triangle.
it.
We had some really strong emotions.
Yeah.
What are some things that you noticed about like what that exercise was doing? What were we getting out of it?
We didn't have any like lone wolf characters. There was nobody who's like,
Yeah.
I'm an orphan and I don't care about is the destined sword of something, you know, right? Like we were all invested in each other
Yeah.
because that was the spec. That's how we built our character was how
Yeah.
we're invested.
And that person had at least one investment with another person.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know, again, because we were kind of tagging it out, we weren't doing a perfect chain. So maybe nobody cared about them, but they cared very strongly.
Yeah.
And there's lots of games that have that relationship mechanic built in that gives you reasons to care about someone. Doesn't mean that you like them. It means you just think about them a lot. Like, for whatever reason, they matter to you. Maybe their downfall matters to you.
Yeah. I think like it's as we were building, like the investment that we all started to get into for each character and like what was going to happen. And just like, even if you didn't have a direct connection, there's still like a chain reaction that you can see
Yeah.
that your investment will happen at some point.
Yeah.
And I was invested.
And you can start seeing the other connections.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't say those ones out loud, we're like, oh, there's so much here where we could bounce around.
And if these were our characters in a game, like we wouldn't want the GM to be like, oh, and you're at war with such and such. No, we'd be like, we want this game to be about this stuff that we just said.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like let's play the game where we get to find out who betrays who and all that.
I also think it helps you stay like grounded to the central connecting thread and story and setting when you have to establish like a worldview or a relationship connection that is like relevant to what we're doing. Because you know, it's like sometimes people will create characters in a vacuum and then like plop it into a game,
Right.
Yeah.
and you're like, that's a good bit, but like
How does it work?
it's really
Why do you care about the
out
world?
of rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it works twofold because like you've got this cool way to improvise your own characters if you want to just start that way, or if you're building a setting, like now you don't just have some queen and king and princess and cook for this
Right.
castle, but it's full of life because they all have stuff going
Yeah.
on, you know, that
Yes.
outside of the characters.
And
Right.
the worldview is like tells you so much more about a character than like say alignment or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm good or evil or whatnot is like
Yeah,
really
you can unpack that.
yeah.
Make it a worldview.
I could feel that. I could see this also being like a really good exercise to do with like people who are playing like tabletop RPG games for the very first time.
Yeah,
was
I
just
was
thinking
about-
that,
yep,
yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Same.
I was like, me too.
Oh my god, are we in the same room?
Maybe. I think that's totally true. I think this is so easy to get a bunch of people together and be like, you want to just try something? And then just
Yeah.
immediately get people invested. It doesn't have to be a long-term commitment. It can be as far as you want to take it. But
They're like, I don't know how to make a character. I don't know where to start.
having the
But be
bullet
like,
points.
I'll start.
Yeah.
What is your relationship to this? And then it's
Yeah.
like build.
And it was a lot that we were coming up with. You know, it is a complicated exercise because you have to come in with a bunch of different things and kind of make sure that you hit all those points. It also works really well, kind of as you said, as a solo exercise. If you're like, okay, I want to make a one shot, I want to come in with some pre-generated characters, this is a great solo exercise to make sure that they're all linked together.
Yeah.
I will say that it's, as with many games, as you're adding on things, you start to get precious about an idea that's forming in your head. And so for me, I was like, I gotta get in there. Otherwise, maybe there will be new information I have to accept. That means I can't do the character that's in my mind.
Oh no.
And I think you have to, like, it's just still that constant comfort with like getting comfortable with having to react. The world is shifting, everything is malleable, like you can't get too attached because what you land on might be better or more fun. Like there's no right answer.
Yeah.
But what you
totally
land
gonna
on
do
might be
concept.
more cohesive.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was like, as soon as you said Angela's a hag, I'm like, oh, I want to be the hag's familiar. But then once you made Jonathan, I was like, oh, but I'm more invested in Jonathan. You know, like, so it was like,
Yeah, so you had an emotional connection to somebody else, even though in the world you were attached to this person.
Yeah, I mean, we made eye contact with you, be like, how are you gonna jump in on the tag action? You know,
we both were excited about
But
that.
I also very much was like, even if I didn't know what you were gonna do, I trusted that I can still like alter. I can keep Jonathan a messenger, but like just alter the relationship, or just like even do it the other way around.
Yeah.
But there's like some flexibility with that building that's there.
I feel like if you were making a bunch of characters, I mean, this took us, what, like 5 minutes or something like that. This is an exercise you could do and be like, okay, we can throw away all of that and we can start from scratch, but now we're like, our juices are flowing, or we can keep bits of that if you want to pull any of those details into our characters that we're making, because it's very, we made it quickly. We can always do it again. We can always come with new ideas.
That was really fun.
Yeah,
and
I want to play that game so bad. I really want to play that game.
Yes.
I think it's time for a quick change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Whoa.
So where is the setting for our cast?
Ooh. Like Call of Cthulhu something.
Oh,
Like 1920.
Like a horror movie.
Or
okay.
like a Eldritch Academy.
Yeah.
Okay, Eldritch Academy.
Mhm.
So does someone want to go first? Or would you like, why don't I go first? Because everyone else gets the fun jobs of the emotion. So I will introduce myself. So my name is Mrs. Maplethorpe. I am a head teacher at the Eldritch Academy. I believe that everyone deep down means well. And that's it. I don't have to do the other one. Okay, that's me. So anyone can come in and introduce themselves as their character, kind of tie yourself to the setting, what's your worldview, and an emotional connection.
My name is Bartholomew. I am a secret Cthulhu. And Miss Maplethorpe seems like the perfect first meal for me here at the Academy.
Wow.
What's something you believe in?
I believe that the Academy looks like a huge banquet.
Nice. Okay.
All the world's a banquet. I love it.
My name's Brian, and I'm a prefect. And I believe that everyone's has evil intentions. And I really want to impress Miss Maplethorpe.
Ooh, nice.
My name's Cassandra. I am a freshman student that just found out that I could come to did we name the academy?
I think we just said Eldritch Academy.
Yeah,
Good
come
name
to the
it.
Eldritch Academy. And I have a... Sorry, what did you say your name was?
Brian.
Brian.
There you go.
I know, it's already gone.
Brian.
Brian.
And I have a crush on Brian, and I believe that everything's okay. There's nothing wrong in the world.
Such a positive group. But
My name is Stacy. They really want Cassandra to join the cheer squad that they're trying to start. They believe a positive outlook leads to positive results. And they're confused by the grim darkness of the school. They're Was it ditzy? They don't understand that like there's danger around every corner.
Cool.
I think, okay, so my name is Charm, and I believe that hell is other people. And I am very well situated at the academy, I think, but Mrs. Maplethorpe and I are at odds because she wants me to find structure, and I'm not interested. I have a secret, not so secret crush on Bart. That I call him. His name is Bartholomew. He actually keeps correcting me to say his name is Bartholomew, but I keep saying Bart. And I can't say it in that accent, and so I just keep calling him Bart. And I am in love with him, and I hate the cheer squad. So I keep tearing down the posters.
Wow. My name is Tina, and Tina is roommates with Cassandra, and also secretly wants to be like the understudy to Bartholomew. So like kind of follows them around and very much is trying to be Cthulhu, but isn't quite there yet. And their outview on life is that everything is dark.
Wow.
I don't know about you, but that sounds like a classic. Yes! I love that part. Such a fun mix of very upbeat people in a very gloomy setting.
Very CW.
I 100%. But I really like that it wasn't everybody, that we weren't like entirely playing into that joke. We had a good mix of like very positive people, very like negative, sinister outlooks. What are some things that you all noticed about the characters, their dynamics?
We chose characters when it became an academy. That was like a step. That was like a subcategory of like Call of Cthulhu. Where it's like, okay, now this is like a
John
college.
Hughes themed.
Yeah, like it gave you some ideas of, I understand what types of characters would make sense in this setting.
It was really easy to make connections with other characters once we knew the setting. Like saying I'm a roommate at an academy, really easy to make that connection.
It seemed kind of difficult to make only one connection to another character. And I think that was like a good thing, actually. Yeah.
I think just for brevity, we just do one because it would end up escalating so much. But yeah, you could absolutely, put in more and make the exercise have that many more connections. Because there are games where you like draw a whole web, to every character. But this, something that I also like is like not everybody necessarily has to know each other. Sometimes you play games where, you only have relationships with a few of the people and you get to discover these other people in the story. So both ways work.
Thank you.
And that was it. We're done. I would actually love to kind of get everyone together. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining. This was super fun. I still like to close out, every workshop with kind of a group thing to think about what's something that we're going to take with us. So what we're going to do is anybody at any time can kind of say, what's one thing that you're going to take with you today? That could be something that we learned that you're going to kind of carry forward. It could just be a fun memory, that something you did or that someone else said that you're just going to like keep that and think about it. Each time a person shares something, we're all going to clap at the same time. Can we practice our clap?
Oh, just
we'll
one.
Get there. We'll just do one clap. So it'll be someone shares something, we all clap. Someone shares something, we all clap.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Trust.
I know what mine is. These character exercises for session 0.
Using Classic Cast as just a one-shot setup.
Yeah.
If you keep Cthulhu in your heart, Cthulhu makes it into your story.
Yes.
Commit to the bit.
Yes.
Julia's little crowfoot claw coasters.
Yes. Love that.
Don't be afraid to pile on.
We don't have to get to 150 sometimes.
Don't hold on to your idea too tightly because a better one might come along.
Murder happened here.
Murder, period.
Did everyone share?
Oh,
Yeah.
me. I. Which mic? I mean, the whole thing
Two
is
mics
great.
and-
But the trust and the eye contact and just always building.
You don't have to know where you're going.
Like that sentence. Never
And
end.
then I just wistfully look up.
I'm going
Maybe the real
That was everyone.
What should we read?
And it says, build the drama or be the drama.
Bart.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yay.
If you like this and you want to check out the book, go to evilhat.com and you can pick up Improv for Gamers, 2nd edition by Karen Twelves. Thanks so much.